Okay, in this section, or this set, is going to be the tributes to those we mentioned earlier, starting with my close friend Lisa Winters and Starcross Lover. I made a music video for the song Vampire, which I wrote from Love and Pain. This song actually, it was our first hit with Round and Distant Few. It went to number 3 on Lord Litter's German Satellite Underground Network, which contained all of Europe and Australia, maybe more, but that's all that I remember. And then after we scored with Vampire, later, Pissed at the World. I think that got to number 5 on the charts there. Anyways, I know that you guys all bug me. Hey, Ronnie, why don't you tell your stories, Well, it's a video show, and you're not here to listen to my stories. But I am going to appease you guys today and tell you the story of how Vampire and I met, or Lisa. I was, I'm adopted. And my grandpas were either, well, I think they died before I was adopted. I'm not sure, but I never met my grandpas. But I did have a really cool uncle, great uncle, Uncle Floyd Narlock, and he was the caretaker at Carroll Park, and he was like my grandpa, and when I was little, that was the hippies days in the 60s, and all the hippies hung out at Carroll Park, and he had that little, if you've ever been to Carroll Park, that little stone building was like his, all right, and everything he found he would keep in there. Excuse me. And anyways, I remember being there, and he was friends with like all the hippies because he like drank Strohs on the job, and I was totally tripped out because I had the little Princeton, like the Butch with the little paintbrush bangs, and they'd come up to him, "Hey Floyd, you got a Frisbee, man? We lost ours." And he'd go in the building and he had them from the ones that he found, and he'd give them a Frisbee and they'd be like, "Thanks, man." And anyways, to cut to this isn't about Uncle Floyd, this is about Lisa. Uncle Floyd's funeral was the day I met her. And I was walking down to Bobish, where I grew up, to the park store. I don't know if I was getting booze or cigs or what, but no, I was 16, so I wasn't buying booze, that's for sure. Anyhow, I was high on that sunshine tea, THC. It made you feel really like everything in the world was perfect. I used to call myself Sunshine Superman when I was on it, and you're just like in Happyville, So anyways, I get to my friend, the Barcia twins' house, and they're on the porch with some girls. And this really pretty girl says, "Hey, you." And I look, and she said, "Come here." So I go up there, and she says, "Do you got makeup on?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was a big Bowie fan at the time, Someday I'll play the demo of my song Frosting Face. It's a laugh. Anyways, so she said that I was the most interesting person she ever met. Okay, and because I had like, the high-heeled boots and tight jeans. I wasn't a fatty then. And I was fit. And long hair, and probably a t-shirt. And anyways, she thought I was cool, and we just started hanging around together, you know. And she liked me, and then I liked her. It was always star-crossed, you know what I mean? She liked me, and I was just too shy. That was my problem. And all the girls I grew up with can tell you that, okay? I wasn't gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. A lot of people thought I was gay, but I was just shy. Listen to Alone, the track Shy Boy. Anyways, that's how we met, and we are friends ever since, you know. Her mom always thought that we'd get married, you know, and probably if I wasn't such a dummy, we might have, you know, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, eh? So anyways, coming up, I made like a family slide video, music video for the song Vampire off of Around in the Distance You, Love and Pain, as I told you. And then we'll have a double shot of Killing Joke in honor of Jordy's life, and then a double shot of I think the Del Lords. I played the two Del Lords because me and my friends and everyone, we're all familiar with the Dictators from when Top 10 was in the Dictators, Scott Keltner. But there's some cool Del Lords stuff that I never heard, so I gave you guys 2 cuts of Del Lords. And then we got a double shot of Shane MacGowan, too, from the Pogues, the old boozer. And so the first one's a really cool one. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it's him and Sinead, who we lost recently, too. And it's really good. Okay, so that's those 3 plus Lisa. That's that set. And then there'll be, besides the new stuff from all the old bands, in a couple new bands, there's also going to be the anniversary, a double shot of from the Damn's Anything album, and then a double shot from Alan Parsons, The Turn of a Friendly Card, which also is celebrating its anniversary. So enough of my babbling. You see what's up. You get the picture. And on with the show. This is it. Oh, and Frank, I hope you liked your Beatles, LB. And Billy Lalone, we'll be playing more of Fangs and Twang in the future from your new album. Sandwich Brother. Okay, back to the music.